We're back. Had a good day today. I said I woke up feeling good. I'm sitting down there and I'm feeling great. It's the afternoon. And I want to share a story with you. I'm going to take you back to a day. 4th of January, 2019. The day my whole life changed. The day I died and I came back to the living again. That was the day in the afternoon during such a testing time with my daughter who was 11 years old. As I said, there's always a testing time. I think it was about midday and I decided to go for a ride on the bike. And knowing that, mid to late afternoon I'd have to go pick her up, bring her back. And we were in the thick of it. She was 11. I was maybe, 36, 37 at the time. And I remember, not now I'm busy, I'm talking, I remember I went for a ride, I went up, I was at Heathcote, filled up the bike, went across the street, went to the cafe, sitting out front of the cafe having a smoke, smoking Lucky Strikes, wearing my lucky jacket. The phone rings, I answer it, and it's her mother in regards to her with her grandparents and Isabella, and there's always a drama. So I go, alright, I'll get back on the bike, I'll go for I'll ride back, I'll drop the bike off at home, I'll get in the car, I'll go down and pick her up, and be ready for a storm once again. What do? Always the same old story, nothing new. So I get on the bike, excuse me, and just filled up, just serviced the bike, maybe a week ago, rode it all the way up there, beautiful, absolutely beautiful, nice TR1000, 2000 model, V-twin, no, 98 model, gold, it was really, really nice. Set up really, really nice. V-twin, it was cool, man. I used to love it. And, so I'm riding back, put my helmet on, and, I remember I got the hairpin, and I started to gear down, start putting the brakes on, the brakes are going on, but the speed's not going down. And I'm looking down and I look up and I go, the hairpin's coming up, and I hit the brakes again, I start trimming and it's not trimming, and I remember and I just remember, and I went, oh fuck, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go into that tree, and all of a sudden I heard this voice, and it was a woman, and she said, just let go, I gotcha. And before I knew it, I looked down again, I had to let go, and I let go. Bike went out from underneath me, and as it started to go, it's funny, everything goes into super slow motion, and the bike went out from underneath me, and I remember the woman's voice. She said, just let go, I gotcha. And when I felt the bike just, when it hit the gravel, the nose just went, I just let go. I remember that, and I remember flying through the air, and all I remember was lights out. That was it. Boom. Everything pitch black. Absolute and utter pitch black. And then, next minute, boom. And I'm coming to, and I'm sliding across the gravel. The front face shield's been ripped off, and all the gravel's coming in, and it's filling up my left eye because I've landed left side down when I've landed again. As I come off the bike the first time, I don't really remember, I just know it put me out. And what happened when it put me out the first time is I flipped through the air, but I was unconscious, and then boom, I landed, and when I landed I got impaled by a stick of a tree, straight into my side. And then I come to, and as I come to, the face shield, I remember I open my eyes, the face shield gets ripped off, and then all of a sudden all the dirt comes in. All the gravel just started coming and filling up my eye. all of a sudden I remember laying there and just, I remember I gave like a spit, like a spittle. It was like that. It was like there was lightning inside me. And I remember just laying there, and then all of a sudden I could hear this woman's voice. It was, "Get up. Just get up." And I got up. And I just ripped my helmet off, and I just fucking, I'll never forget, I threw it. I was just like, oh fuck. And I just remember, I just walked to the road. I walked up to the road, and up on the side of the road there, because it had a bit of a decline to it. So I come up to the road level, and there was like a log, and I just sat on the log, and I ripped out a smoke, and I lit a smoke. And the next minute, from behind me, these two people, they come up in a 4x4, and they get out, they go, "Hey, you just had an accident." And I go, "Yeah, and what do you want?" Pretty normal, pretty standard. And I go, "Yeah, no, I'm alright, don't worry." And they go, "Oh, don't worry, we're ex-army, this, that, and the other." I go, "Yeah, whatever." And I just sat down, I just had a smoke. And then the lady, she come up, and the other guy, he was in front of me, and she come up, and she goes, "Hey, you feeling?" I go, "Yeah, I'm alright." I go, "It doesn't look like the bike's any good." I go, "You just kissed the tree, but..." I go, "Me, I'm fine." And she pulled back my jacket a bit, and she goes, "How you feeling?" I said, "Fine, I don't feel nothing." She goes, "Oh yeah, cool. And she saw the blood squirting out of my side, just squirting. And I didn't even know. And I go, "What's that?" She goes, "That doesn't matter." And anyway, yeah, I remember I was sitting there, and then I pulled out my phone. I go, "I better ring my daughter and tell her I can't come pick her up, huh?" So I did that. I rang Bella, and I'll never forget. "I don't care. I don't want to know. Whatever. See you later." I was like, "Yeah, whatever. You're 11 years old." And I have the phone. And she goes, "Well, we've called you an ambulance. You've got to get into an ambulance." I said, "No, what for?" I go, I'm fine." She goes, No, you've got to get in an ambulance." I go, "What?" And then all of a sudden I opened the jacket, because I remember she had a look. I go, "Maybe she's..." And I seen the blood, and I go, "Oh yeah, alright, call an ambulance," because I go, "I'm not going to look at that." I go, "I can't be bothered." And I go, "Leave the bike and the helmet." I go, "I couldn't give a shit." I go, "I'm going to have another cigarette." And I go, "You just call the ambulance." And then the ambulance came, and I walked into the ambulance came, I walked into the back, and then they strapped me up. And they're like, "Hey, oh, take it easy with the straps." I go, "Where are you taking me?" They go, "To the Alfred." I go, "Yeah, no worries." And they strap me down into the back. "What are you strapping me down for?" So "You don't need to strap me down." I go, "Well, take it easy." And they go, "You feel anything?" I go, "I feel fine." I go, "I know, I'll probably scratch myself or cut myself a bit." And they're looking at me, and then they're looking at each other. And I go, "Alright, maybe it's a bit worse than..." I go, "But I don't feel nothing." I go, "I'm not feeling nothing." And they go, "Do you remember anything about the accident?" I said, "No." And they strapped me down in the bed, in the gurney, you know. And all of a sudden I said, "Listen, no morphine and none of that ketamine shit." I said, "You're not giving me that shit." I said, they go, "We got to take you back to Heathcote," because I was between Heathcote and Romsey. Well, Heathcote and Lansford, I was right in the middle there. And then they go, "We got to take you back to Heathcote because the chopper's coming." I said, "I don't need a chopper." They go, "Chopper's coming." And I said, "It must be bad." I go, "Alright, look, I'm not going to rock the boat." But I said, "No ketamine, no morphine." I thought, "Oh, sweet, chopper ride, you know what I mean?" Not bad for a bloke who just died and came back to the living. I'm thinking, this is grouse. I go, "I might get to meet J-Lo, who knows?" So anyway, they take me to the chopper, and they had me all strapped down to the bed, and I really didn't like that feeling at that stage. I remember that. But I thought, no, look, I've got to give them the benefit of the doubt. They're the professionals, just got to go with it. And the whole time, I can hear this woman's voice. "You're going to be fine, you're going to be okay," and that's going on in my mind. And it's at the forefront. It's very audible. I can hear it, everything. And at the same time, too, I'm in this world. I'm in reality. You put a needle in my hand. I go, "Well, that never really hurt," but, And then I said, "No ketamine, no morphine." They go, "Look, we've got to give you something to take the edge off." I said, "Yeah, all right, as long as I just said to you, no ketamine, no morphine." Next minute, the guys whacked me with 10cc of fucking ketamine. And I'm like, "Oh, far out, Brussels sprout, no thanks." And I told him, I looked at him, I go, "Oh, fuck, now I'm in a tunnel." And And I go, now I can't get out. It's like your vision goes all weird. It's like you get this metallic taste at your back of your mouth, and then everything goes black and white. And I can't stand it. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, this is shit. You know, and I've never done ketamine. Never ever done it. I just seen a lot of people do it way back in the day, and I didn't like how they used to behave. I just wanted to hit them. They were just dumb fucked. And then all of a sudden, I'm standing there, right? Oh, I'm laying there strapped to the bed. This guy's giving me ketamine. I go, oh, no. And all of a sudden, he goes, now I'm going to give you fucking 10cc of morphine. Oh, fuck. And I just looked at him, and I was fighting to talk, and I just said with my last very words before I got knocked out, and the chopper took off, I said, fuck you. And I went to sleep. I come to, I'm in the hospital. They're moving me through, this, that, and the other. They got a neck thing on me. They go, where's that helmet? He goes, no, he took it off and threw it. He goes, he's not feeling nothing. And I didn't know that I got knocked out and then I come to. I couldn't put that together. I was still just getting through it. And they took a look at the side, and I didn't really ask by that stage. I couldn't even really talk. I couldn't even speak. I mean, I was just... I remember how horrible I felt. I never liked it because all of a sudden I felt so trapped inside myself. It was the worst feeling in the world. So anyway, I'm there, and next minute, it's in here. The only thing I sitting here now can remember next is waking up on the operating table. That's the only thing I can remember is coming to, and I look left, and I know there's a nurse next to me, but I'm not looking left. I'm looking between my feet at the end of the bed, the nurse to my left, and right against the back wall in between my feet and the nurse, there's this blonde woman, and she's not in this world, and she's over there, and she's standing against the wall, and she's crying, and she's worried, and she's crying, and she's crying, and she's worried. Do you know what I mean? She's in that corner, and she's just, and she's standing there going, don't worry, and all I remember saying is, don't worry, Blondie, everything's going to be alright. And I said, how you doing there, nurse? And I said, and she's scrubbing out my gravel rash. And she said, how are you going? I said, nah, I can feel it, man. I go, what are you doing? And she goes, yeah. And she kept talking to me. Next minute, she just looked at me and she smiled. And what she did was she whacked me up again. And bang, I went out again. And I said, oh, that wasn't nice. And it's like always, I fight to the very last second. I just look at it, oh, I didn't want that. I'm going back to sleep. And then I get up and I'm back in the... I wasn't in ICU. They didn't find a reason to put me in ICU. All they do is they had to stitch up my side because I got impaled. It's funny. I was pretty heavy at the time too. I'd put on weight. And I think the weight gain, I think it actually saved my life. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it was the Blondie. I don't know. I still can't work it out to this day. I just know I'm here. Still here. 40 now. More grey hair. I look like, I don't know. But anyway, back to that day. So anyway, there I am. I come to, I'm in the room, and I look left, and I go beep, beep, beep. I got the drip in my arm, this, that, and the other. The nurse comes and goes, nurse, how you doing? This, that, and the other. And I sit up, bang, boom. And I go, I don't care what happened to me. I go, tell me what happened to you. She had a hole in your side, you skinned your knee, and you had gravel rash here, all up your arm. I said, oh yeah. And she goes, your fingers a bit here and a bit there. And I go, oh yeah. And apart from that, she goes, no. I go, did you do a brain scan? She goes, yeah. I go, and? She goes, all good. I said, no worries. I ripped the drip, bang. I put on my clothes and I said, see you later. I told you, no ketamine and no morphine. Go get fucked. I said, thanks for the stitches, but go get fucked. And I got up. I went to the nurse's station. I said, I'm checking myself out because I didn't want to disrespect the nurses and the doctors. They had my name, they had my number. I said, send me the bill. I said, I gotta go get my kid. Because I knew what was going on there. And I knew that was super important. That I knew the state of what she was going through mentally. And I knew who was around her. And I just knew I had to get to my kid. So all I did was, I go, where's my phone? It was in the drawer. I grabbed my phone, I got dressed, bang, I go to the nurse's station, I check myself out, they give me some painkillers, I throw them in the bin, and then they go give me something else, all the paperwork. And I said, give me that, because, I got to have that. And I said, anything else? I said, yeah, no. And I said, good, see you later, bang, and I walked out. As I'm walking out, I ring my mum. I go, come pick me up. Now. Come. Now. Where are you? Alfred, what happened? Stack the bike. How'd you get there? Chopper. What? Yeah, mate. Come pick me up now. We've got to go get Bella. Boom, I hang up the phone. He texts me, goes, you hung up. I said, yeah, hurry the fuck up. End the message. Bang. 40 minutes later, bang, I'm in his car. Bang, we're driving 1 hour out to fucking where she is. And I just remember, the whole time I got Blondie with me. But sometimes I could see her, sometimes I wouldn't, but I'd always hear her. I've been listening to her for years. You know? My life's getting better and better and better and better and better. So, anybody who wants to get together, talk about near-death experiences, I'd really love to sit down, turn the cameras on, let's do a podcast, let's get to talking about things. Because, you know, these things need to be spoken about. You know? From this, my life, from this very, very moment, my life has been super challenging. I perceive things in a very, very, very unique way. I prefer to be either me and my daughter, or me by myself, or I'm super selective about who I let around me. Excuse me. And, you know, I don't know. Now, the first thing that happened when I went back and I remember I went and I got her. I got Bella, got in the car, bang. And then we had to drive another hour from there back home. You know, my mate, he was turning different colours, but bad luck, he didn't have a choice. It was just one of those things. And then, once I got home, you know, I think then all of a sudden all the pain and all the pain my body went into and the shock and all that sort of kicked in maybe a couple of days later. But it wasn't too bad. I mean, I got through that. The worst thing is that, you know, they give you all them painkillers. Oh, I hated them. Oh, disgusting. What else? Yeah, just ever since then, life's, you know, I think that was the 4th of January, 2019. And then by 10th of February, I was in LA. It's amazing what can happen in a month. You know what's funny? I remember seeing someone standing on that hairpin, drawing me into that tree. I remember. And I remember trying to get the bike to respond, and the bike wouldn't respond. It was like the bike went into a vortex of whatever that person, whoever that... It was weird. It was like I saw this ghost of a woman, you know, drawing me into that tree. I don't want to say who it was because he's going to make it up, but, you know, and I remember... Then the bike wouldn't respond. I was like, what the fuck? It was a weird experience, man. You know? So NDEs, let's get together, let's have a talk. I'd like to sit here and talk with other people who've had near-death experiences and gotten through them. And, you know, the worst thing for me afterwards was I never slept right. I couldn't sleep. It's because my left-hand side, my brain hit the road at 100 kilometres an hour, even though I had a helmet on, but just the shock and the trauma onto the brain really fucked up my sleeping patterns and fucked up the part of my brain that regulates and controls sleep. And, you know, the best thing that happened to me was going to America. The best thing that happened to me after going to America was meeting Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach fixed everything. Freddie Roach, with the sweet science, being a boxer himself, ALS, all that sort of stuff. He just stripped the water, changed the water, my whole body. You know, changed the diet. And then when we got that regulated, and the sleep started to improve, but I'd still wake up and and I'd have, the concussion, and I'd have the ripping and tearing going on and all sorts of stuff. Then it was bang off up north, and laser therapy. Do you know what I mean? And look, I made a trip out of it, too. Like, I bought the truck and I turned it into a camper, and I got to see, all the North Shore, SoCal, Arizona, out to the desert, quiet, because it was so loud in there. I'll never forget after the accident how loud I was in my brain. Oh, man, loud. Oh, it was so loud. And I still have it, right before I go to sleep, and then right when I wake up, when everything's really quiet. It's like there's a ringing. I don't know how to explain it. It's like some people say I got tinnitus or something like that. Nah, it's like a hum. It's like everything now just hums. It's the hum of everything. And yeah, it's just. But I sleep now. Now, what are we now? That was 2019. I got through. 2020 was hard because I had to put into practice. That laser therapy was incredible. Laser therapy for my brain was incredible. What was actually stopping me from sleeping was the deposits of water that had formed in the spaces of trauma. It's like the guy put the laser wand over the right hand side of my brain, my head, and it beeped maybe once. He went in from the back of the neck right up to the front on the left-hand side, same as he did on the right. Mate, I swear, even Minesweeper shut down. Do you know what I mean? It was beep, 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 beep. And I was like, well, that makes sense. And so I had 2 sessions of laser. After the first session, my body, that laser broke down everything that was going on there, and just urination and just drinking litres and litres and litres of water a day. Not over the top to the point where, it was too much, but just a really good 4 litres a day and just flush. And I'll never forget how much I'd urinate. I couldn't get away from a toilet for about a good week after every session. And then all of a sudden, even after the first session, sleep came back. I went from maybe 2 hours, it was the longest period I could sleep, and then I'd be up. And then, I'd sleep for maybe another 2-3 hours, and then I'd be up. And then I'd have maybe an hour in the afternoon, and then I'd go through, and then I'd sleep again 2-3 hours, and maybe 2 hours, then I'd have 3 hours up, and then 2 hours. It was always a break. My sleep, I just couldn't get to sleep. And, so noisy. And then after laser therapy, I think I slept for 2 days. I didn't even get out of bed. Best thing was, I was in the truck, I had a king-size mattress in the back, and I was on the beach. And I just slept. I remember everything was so quiet. And I just slept. And I slept. And I slept. And I was like, Because for the year that I couldn't sleep, wine, trying to put myself to sleep, because I don't like sleeping tablets or any of that stuff. Just wine, put me to bed, wine. And that's not good for you. That wrecked my teeth. That wore my teeth down to the point where, it's disgusting. Just alcohol-induced sleep, to compensate for the fact that I had concussion that the hospital didn't even pick up. Do you know what I mean? So, I am so grateful to America, sports science, the level of healthcare that is available if you can seek it out, the professionals that are available in sports medicine. You've got to understand, in America, concussion syndrome is massive because of the national sport. So they're very, very good at dealing with brain trauma, brain injury. and how to rectify function also, but it takes 12 to 18 months to get it right. You can't just wave the wand, get that laser in there, bang, break down all the calcified deposits that have formed because of the trauma. I'm so grateful. Let's talk about things. Let's talk about near-death experiences. Because that's the one thing, is following that woman's voice got me healed, got me therapy, got me to Freddie. Do you see what I'm saying? The whole time I've been hearing this woman's voice and it just guides me. You know what I'm thinking? I'm just hoping it's going to guide me back to her, really. I really think about it. I think, is it as if I keep following this voice? Because my life's getting better, things are getting better. We're overcoming, we're putting to sleep many control dramas and all this bullshit, crap and corruption that I've been facing for most of my adult life. It's all going to bed now, one way or another. And it's this woman's voice. She's there before I go to sleep. Sometimes during the day I hear it. It's not all the time. She crops up at very pivotal moments these days. But back in those days when I was in LA, she was guiding me through it all. It was just incredible. If I didn't know how to do something, bang, she knew, she had the answer. I can't explain it. My mother says it's my nonna. Other people say it's the Virgin Mary. Some people say it's my guardian angel. I just know that, I don't know. I don't try and define it. I take it as something sacred to me now, something that's I don't know. It's a byproduct of that accident. It's some divine connection I got somewhere to someone somehow. I don't try and define. I don't try and work it out. I don't wrestle with it either, because I see the good that comes of it in my life, and I love it. I love this divine connection that I have to this very divine. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, imagine if it turns out it's like some alien being in another part of the multiverse, in another planet, in another sector somewhere, all the way out there on the other side of the center point of the multiverse, of everything that's in existence and crashing. And that accident put me in contact with her, that near-death experience, and she doesn't even look like me. Maybe she hasn't got 2 legs. Maybe she's got 5 legs. Maybe she's got no legs. Do you know what I mean? Who knows? But I tell you what, some days, sometimes, I think about it, but I don't know. I know she's female. I know it's incredible. Maybe it's somebody I met early on in life. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it's a person I met primary school. Someone that I got a connection to somehow, some way, or somebody who knows me, someone who I've bumped into, or somebody who's seen me online. I don't know, I wasn't even online before my accident. I wasn't even online before LA. I mean, I had to go to LA for 2 months. Now, you that comes from underneath a rock need to learn how to do this. I said, yeah, right, I'll go home and work it out. And I just do it. Look, I do things a hard way, a unique way, but I get there. Now I've got social media. Now I've got platforms. Now I'm platform living. Now I'm, here I am before you, talking on a microphone. I mean, did I picture me doing this in life? No, but here I am and I'm loving it. I'm loving it because I am putting together, creating, consciously connected, searching, collective, tribe. It's growing and growing and growing. LA is the best thing that happened to me, and people don't get that. Everyone goes, oh, LA is a big fucking thug and gangster and this, that and the other and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, I don't know. You go to LA and you try and survive. Do you know what I mean? Like, you go to America and try and get up. Do you know what I mean? No, you don't, because you don't know. Because I don't know many people that have tried to do it from the gutter. And that's me. I'm the guy, I don't care. Gutter don't faze me none. I know the gutter too well. It's just how it is. I never asked for it, but fuck it. Hey, I'm 40. I've seen the gutter 3 times. Oh, Snagglepuss. So yeah. You know, here I am before you. Today I want to talk about near-death experiences. If anybody wants to come have a sit down and a talk and a chat about near-death experiences, I think it'd be great. Let me know. Take care, beautiful people. Be blessed. And if you got a divine connection, don't be scared to talk about it. You know, and if you feel it's super sacred, don't talk about it at all. Keep the sacredness. Love yous all. Take it easy. Ciao.